Hey, this is John Carlos, and I'm here with a look at the DC Collectibles action figure of Harley Quinn, based on her standalone title in the New 52 by Amanda Conner and Jimmy Palmiotti. So I gotta start the review off by raving about how well I think they translated her design into plastic form. I think this is a really, really cool outfit. Like in the comics, I just freaking love it. But for them to like do it in a toy form and get it so right, I think is really, really good on DC Collectibles' part. First of all, like the sculpt of like her outfit and like the way they translated, like just like her top alone and painting like the diamonds and the stars and like the numbers on the side. The paint's really, really clean. The sculpt of the lacing in the back is really clean. Her elbow pads, you know, the white through her gloves. The paint is really, really clean, but the sculpting is just so well done, like on her belt. Just like the bullets hanging off the side, and like just like the little wrinkle at the hips of her shorts. Again, every little star and diamond is so well done, and I think, you know, not only do her knee pads look good, but like the grooves in her socks, like the fact that they actually read like ribbed socks. And then you get to her shoes and her shoelaces and the little palms at the top of the shoes. The little palms are sculpted well, and again, the paint is just so clean. Like, I don't want to go on and on forever, but the paint is really well done on this figure, as is all the white parts like of her skin. I think they actually did a good job sculpting her, but also like it's all really, really clean. I also like the little jingle bells around her neck, and I think the figure looks really good. It took me a while to kind of get used to like the figure's head, because there seems something slightly off about maybe like her jaw and her cheeks and her mouth, but when you look at how she's drawn in the books, she does have like some like apple cheeks, and I mean, I think they actually translated this pretty good. The paint on the eyes and like her eye makeup area and her eyebrows looks great, and I really, really dig the sculpt of her hair. In particular, I like this little kind of gray wash they put over the red area to really make that sculpting pop. But the way it kind of like is sculpted to kind of hang on her back shoulders, I think it looks really, really cool. Overall, the head on this is great. Kind of limited articulation, but that's okay because I think a lot of articulation would break up a good sculpt like this. So there's no mid-calf cut, mid-thigh cut. You do get the swivel at the shoes and the joint at the knee there. It's a single knee joint. Single kind of ball joint at the hip. There's no bust cut or torso cut. But that's fine because I don't want any cut there breaking that up because she's kind of a thin figure. You got the ball shoulder hinge. You got the bicep swivel, and you've got her elbow hinge, her wrist swivels, her shoulder pieces have little hinges to them, so that's cool that they move. And lastly, her head, which turns left and right pretty good. The hair on the back of the shoulder kind of limits how much she can turn from side to side, and her collar limits how far down her head goes, but it does have a decent range of motion. Now, she comes with a few accessories, like this mallet. It's fairly basic, but I do like the way it looks. She also comes with this little tiny pistol, and she comes with attachable roller skates because, duh, she's in a roller derby outfit, and I like that the skates are a separate thing. They're not just permanently attached to her feet. They are an accessory, and I like that. I also like that they have individual little wheels, and that they actually do roll. Like, that's kind of awesome. I had zero problem attaching the wheels to the bottom of her shoes, and I gotta say, they look great. Like, they're a perfect fit, and they look just great. I don't know why you would display her any other way. I think it's also really cool that her fingers have a little separation there that allow her index finger to fit into the trigger area. Also, the gun does fit semi-well into her little holster here. It does get a little tight. It's a little small, and you do have to jam the gun in quite a bit to get it in all the way. So being that I'm a huge fan of Amanda Conner and Jimmy Palmiotti in anything that they work on, and the fact that the Harley Quinn book is the only title in the New 52 that I enjoy, I gotta say, I like this figure. Even though it's got limited articulation, as you can see, you can get her to some pretty good little roller girl poses, and I dig that, and I dig this figure. Thanks for watching.